Good morning. Welcome to our Tabata class today, our strength Tabata. We are going to have a 35-minute workout. You guys will need a couple of different weights here. So we're going to need 2 medium weights, 1 large or 1 heavy weight, and then just hang on to those 2 smaller weights or 2 lighter weight dumbbells in case you need to drop down today. We are going to be working through 6 different blocks. So 4 minutes each on those blocks. The timing is going to be 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And we're going to go through each exercise 4 times. We'll go through and alternate between 2 exercises each block. So we will be working pretty quickly today. Have everything pretty close to you. Have your water close to you, your dumbbells close to you. We will start with our medium dumbbells. So just have those handy. And then we will be using our step today. So if you have something to step up on, that is perfect. Just keep it nice and close to you. We'll be working through a 3-minute warm up today. And then of course, we'll be working through 6 4-minute blocks and then a cool down at the very end. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started with our 3-minute warm up today. We're just going to start with some body weight squats, heavy in the heels, sitting back in that imaginary chair, and then just coming up, squeezing those glutes at the top. We got a big crowd on this morning. Good to see everybody. I think everybody's excited about our Tabata, huh? All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to hinge here at the hip, slice in those knees, come down to those shins, sit down in that squat, bring that right arm up, left arm up, and then stand. We'll go through a couple of these. Nice job, you guys. All right, come on up. We're gonna go into that side lunge. We're just gonna sit back and hip on each side here. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna fix my sun is coming in the window. We don't need a big shadow on myself here. All right, let's keep it going. Sitting back in those heels. We're gonna use those arms as much as possible to just kind of give those a little bit of a swing here. And then we're going to bring that arm across our chest. A little bit of rotation. Nice job. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go back into a reverse lunge here. So bring that right foot back. We're going to twist and rotate to that left leg. So just that front leg, that's where we're going to be rotating to. Standing nice and tall. All right, you guys. Now we're going to bring it down into a little plank walkout. So hinging at the hip, we're going to walk it down. Bring that left leg up, twist and rotate. We're gonna walk it back up, and then we're gonna go down to that next side, bring that right leg up. We're gonna twist and rotate here, and we're gonna walk it right back up. Couple more here. Nice job, you guys. Bring it on up. Grab that drink of water. I'm going to demo our first 2 exercises. And we'll go ahead into that first block. So the first one's going to be a deadlift. We're going to grab those medium weight dumbbells today because we are moving pretty quickly. That deadlift, shoulders going to be rolled back and down. Slight in those knees. We're going to hinge at the hip. Bring those dumbbells down. Keep that back nice and flat. Coming up, squeezing those glutes at the top. And we're just not going to push those hips forward. We're just going to squeeze there. Then we're going to go into a dumbbell V up. So all we're going to do, we're going to grab grab our mat, come down to the floor, and we're just gonna bring that dumbbell to those shins, okay, for that alternating V up. So those are the two exercises. We're working through them 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So it is a quick transition, making sure you're getting down to that mat quickly. We're gonna start with those deadlifts. Here we go, you guys. In 3, 2, and 1. It's just 20 seconds here. Don't rush through it. Even if we only get a couple of these in during that 20 seconds, that's okay. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. You're down to your mat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Get those shoulders off the ground. Tabatas are nice because they're nice and quick, but we do have to move through those transitions. Bring it down. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come back to our feet here, and we're gonna go right into that deadlift. Grab those medium weight dumbbells. Here we go. Keep your back nice and flat. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Down our mat here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Couple more seconds here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead and up, stand. We're gonna go back into that deadlift. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're about halfway through this little 20-second interval. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back down to that mat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Back to our here. And we're gonna go back into that deadlift. All right, you guys, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back down to a mat here. This is our last one. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We are done with our first 4-minute block. We're gonna go to our second block. 2 new exercises here. We're gonna go through a dumbbell swing with a plank reach. We're gonna use that very lightweight dumbbell for those plank reaches. We're gonna use that heavier weight dumbbell for those dumbbell swings. So with those swings, remember, we're not using our arms. All we're doing is we're hinging at the hip here, bringing that dumbbell straight up to shoulder height. We're really squeezing those glutes when we get to the top. And then we're gonna go down to that plank reach. So all we're gonna do, put those little lightweight dumbbells in front of us. We're gonna come down to that high plank. And we're gonna bring that hand directly below those shoulders. And all we're gonna do is keep that palm facing each other here and bringing that dumbbell straight out in front of us. Those are our 2 exercises. Let's ready, you guys. Grab those heavier weight dumbbells here. I'm gonna go into that swing in 3, 2, and 1. Remember, this is a lower body movement here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. More. Grab those lightweight dumbbells. Let's see. In that high plank position, hands directly below our shoulders. Bring it out. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're going back to that swing. Grab that heavyweight dumbbell. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Good job, Erica. Come on. Hang in there. Come on, Carrie and Jen. Come on. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right. Onto that plank reach. Catch your breath here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze that core. Make sure we're keeping our body nice and aligned. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, grab that heavy weight. Into those swings. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, back down to that plank. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going back up to those swings. Good job, Linda. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. This is our last one here. Back down to that mat. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. We are done with that second block. We're to that third block here. Grab your drink of water. Teaching really has my cardio out of breath. Okay, the next one, we're gonna be down to our mat. I'm sorry, we're not gonna be down to our mat. We're going, staying here. We're gonna go into a reverse lunge. We're gonna grab our 2 medium weight dumbbells. And all we're gonna do is we'll be switching sides. So the first 20 seconds, for the first one, we're gonna go bring that right foot back, okay? And we're just gonna step back in the middle. The second 20 seconds, we're just gonna switch legs. Okay, those are our 2. We get to stay upright this entire time. We're going in about 10 seconds here. Nice big deep breath. At least I take a big breath. All right, you guys, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. We're staying on that right side. Engage your core, keep your chest nice and proud here. Even though we are going through quick intervals, we're not rushing through these exercises. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're just gonna stand here, catch our breath. Going into that left side in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Probably find that one side is usually a little bit stronger than the other. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Stand here, catch your breath. We're gonna go back to that right side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So this workout is mainly lower body and core. I guess I never really told you guys that. All right, we're resting here. I figured you'd probably figure it out. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. We're getting there. Back to that right side in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Catch your breath here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're back to that left side. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Resting here. Catch your breath. Here we go. Right side in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, this is our last one on the left side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. All right, down to our mat for this next block. We're gonna stay down here. We're gonna go into a single leg glute bridge, okay? We've done those glute bridges a million times. This time, we're gonna go right leg and left leg one at a time. So putting that heavyweight dumbbell on your hips, one foot's gonna come up, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna lift up. And we're here for 20 seconds, okay? And then we're just gonna switch legs and go to that other side. All right, that's what that looks like. We're gonna go in 30 seconds. This is gonna be a really good time to grab a drink of water. Keep your water handy because staying here on the mat, we might have a little more time to grab a drink. All right, we're going in about 15 seconds. Legs are nice and parallel, nice and straight. As far as the, your feet are in the same spot here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go right side. Just lifting up nice and slow here. We're not lifting our leg, we're lifting our hips. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. You can definitely tell that my glute is weaker on one side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Just switching sides here. Good work. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Those are tough. All right, make sure your back stays nice and flat to that mat. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Really focus on lifting up those hips and not just that right leg. I only say that because I feel like it is pretty tough. Bring it down. We're switching here. Maybe it's just me. All right, here we go in 3, 2, and 1. This is probably one of those exercises that I personally need to do more because it is definitely challenging for me. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Sometimes I think to myself, how the heck could my glutes even be remotely weak with all the running and stuff and like the classes and everything? We're on our right side. But I think that, as we overuse our muscles, they just kind of say, I'm out of here, So today I'm going to we're reminding our glutes that they're going to pull their end of the bargain here. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, left side. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Ten more seconds. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're moving on to that right side. How you guys doing? Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I think I keep getting closer and closer to my step. Somehow I'm moving. I don't even know how I'm doing that. I don't feel myself moving. It's okay, you guys are on the ground. You can't see me anyway. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, this is our last one here. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3. And awesome work. We are on to our next block here. I'm going to demo our next exercises. We are going to use our step for this one. So again, we're working the right and left a lot today. We're going to go through a lateral step up, okay? So all we're going to do, we're going to hold those dumbbells just here close to our hips here. We're going to go right side step up, okay? And down. So this is definitely an exercise that we can build on. But for today, we're just going to get used to kind of stepping up. Foot is right there in the middle of that step, coming down, make it nice and controlled, slow and controlled. Then all we're gonna do for that second one, we're just gonna switch sides. We're just gonna go to that left leg, stepping up, really focusing on squeezing those glutes. That's it. We're gonna go in about 15 seconds. Deep breath here. Here we go. We're gonna go on that right side in 3, 2, and 1. We're just gonna bring it up. Okay. Now, if you really feel like this is just way too easy for you, you can always throw in a little bicep curl, but you don't have to. Not today. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go over to that other side of that step. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. Step it up, step it down. We're landing flat on our foot here. Really just wanna make sure you guys feel comfortable and confident on this step as we incorporate it more and more into our workouts. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go back to that right side. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, bringing it down. Keep that chest nice and proud. Our core is nice and engaged. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go over to that other side. Here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. As you get more comfortable, you can absolutely just pick up the pace a little bit here. But I wanna make sure you guys are feeling confident on that step. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna go over to that other side here. Nice big deep breath. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go over to that other side. Nice big deep breath here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. As you're coming up on that step, really making sure your foot is nice and flat so that glute engages. For those of you guys who have shoes on, you guys make sure that you have some flat shoes and you're not wearing like running shoes. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Going to that other side. The flatter your shoes are here, the better that biomechanic is going to be. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. The shoes I have on right now, they are made by Innovate, and they're called like Barefoot, or I don't know, something like that. I love them for these workouts, for all of our workouts. You get them online. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We're going back to the other side. This is our last one in this block. And then we are on to our last block of the day. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's get it done, you guys. We will be adding some more intensity to our step in phase 3 of our challenge. We're gonna keep this step in our workouts and just build on it. So get used to it. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, our last block. We're gonna go back to that heavyweight dumbbell. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put our back, our shoulders, okay, right here in the high middle of our back, right here against that step, okay? And all we're gonna do is we're gonna put that heavyweight dumbbell on our hips. We're gonna come up and we're really driving up the force here, okay, for that hip thruster. And then all we're gonna do So we're gonna come up to our step here, and we're gonna go into a reverse crunch. So you're gonna lay down on that step, make sure your head's on there, and we're just gonna bring those legs down and then back up, okay? If you feel like your back is rounding out, you can bring your shoulders off the step, all right? So hopefully you guys seen that. Kind of in a weird position for the camera, but we're all friends here. All right, you guys, let's get ready. We're gonna go into that hip thruster, get in position. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, push, push. This is a powerful move. So this is not like a glute bridge. We are really driving up. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, we're gonna go into that step. Actually, I'm gonna face step a little bit. Okay. All right. So we're just keeping your back nice and flat from the mat. If you need, or the step, if you need to put your hands underneath you to help you, that's fine. If you want, you can put your shoulders up. That's gonna keep your back nice and flat. All right, back into those hip thrusters. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Drive those hips up. Squeeze. Push. Nice. Pull it down. Push. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. That's the work. That's our step here. Up. Here we go. Legs up. You can hang on to that step if you need to. Whatever you feel is necessary to keep that back nice and flat. Option here would just be to bend those knees and just keep those shoulders up. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Do that hip thruster, you guys. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, push. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Back to that step. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Again, if you feel like your back is run out, just lift up those shoulders, push your back up against that step. You don't have to go down as far, and you can definitely bend those knees to keep everything nice and flat. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We are going back to those hip thrusters. The step gives us a little bit more range of motion here. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Push it up. Push and squeeze. Push and squeeze. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. We're back. Step. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Ten more seconds, you guys. Hang in there. Bring it down in 3, 2, and 1. We are done. Yes, we made it. Good job, you guys. We're gonna go through a little bit of a cool down here to get those weights out of your way. Let's just bring that arm across your body. Hope you guys enjoy that Tabata workout. They go by so fast. It's 35 minutes, but man, it just seems like so much quicker. Let's bring those hands together and back. Give yourself a nice squeeze here. Bring those arms up just slightly. Get those shoulders and that chest stretched out. And then we're gonna go down to our mat. to our back stretch here. I'm gonna have you grab that right leg sitting up and then just lean back with it. Nice big deep breath here. We're gonna bring that right leg across our body. Arm comes out to the side. Nice job, you guys. I'm gonna be checking those trackers today, so make sure you guys are getting everything in there. I've been super busy the last few days. I had my grandkids yesterday. I have them again today. So I'm trying to like do everything at once and take care of them and get everybody set. But I can do it. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm like super hamma over here. They call me hamma. So, all right, bring that left leg across. So my little Ansley, she's 3. She really likes to run around. She likes to run. She likes to tell everybody she's running like 2 miles like hamma. Sometimes she gets confused and she says 2 minutes. I'm gonna run 2 minutes like hamma. All right, one more time. Let's do that big stretch here. Get a lot of lower body. We'll get those glutes nice and stretched out. Let's do that same thing. Stretch it across. So I'm thinking that maybe there's a 5K in Ansley's future. Knowing me, I'll probably be another Girls on the Run coach at some point, right? Like my life just keeps going in circles. All right, you guys, we're gonna do one more little stretch here. Just turn it around. We're gonna go tabletop position here. Toes are kind of digged into that mat. We're gonna sit back in those hips. Nice big stretch here. Bring it forward, down to our mat. And then all we're gonna do is lift up, looking straight ahead. And then we're just gonna bring it back, sit back in those hips. All right, come on, up slowly, slowly, slowly. All right, you guys, it is Friday. I can't believe, I kind of like this like Tuesday, Friday. I feel like I see you guys at the front of the week. I see you guys at the end of the week, going into the weekend. Have a great weekend. Let's keep working on those trackers. Let's keep working on that nutrition. Let's do this cardio. I have some ideas I'm gonna run by you guys. I'd love to get together at some point and take a little hike at the dunes. With this group, just this group. I think it'd be fun. Just go for a nice walk. So I'm gonna throw some dates out there. You guys can take a peek at those and just give me feedback on what works best for you guys. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. It was great seeing everybody on today. Let's go crush the day. See you guys Tuesday.